You have a deadline approaching. You know exactly what you need to do, and you know that delaying it will make you stressed, anxious, and deeply disappointed in yourself. Yet, instead of opening the document, you find yourself compulsively scrolling social media, reorganizing your desk, or suddenly deciding it is time to deep clean your kitchen. Why do we intentionally act against our own best interests? For decades, conventional wisdom told us that procrastination is a character flaw. We were told it comes down to laziness, poor self-discipline, or an inability to manage time effectively. But modern cognitive psychology reveals a completely different reality. Procrastination is not a time management issue. It is a complex emotional regulation problem. To understand why we delay, we have to look inside the neural architecture of the human brain. Every single time you sit down to tackle a demanding, boring, or uncertain task, an internal tug-of-war begins between two primary brain structures: the limbic system and the prefrontal cortex. The limbic system is one of the oldest and most primitive regions of the brain. It functions automatically and instinctually, continually scanning your environment for threat avoidance and instant emotional relief. The prefrontal cortex, located right behind your forehead, is the sophisticated, rational center responsible for long-term planning. It handles decision-making and logical self-control when a task triggers feelings of self-doubt or fear of failure. Your emotional limbic system misinterprets that task as a direct threat to your well-being. Because the limbic system responds instantly to uncomfortable feelings, it wins the immediate battle. It drives you toward activities that deliver quick dopamine and short-term emotional escape. Delaying the task provides immediate relief. Your brain logs that relief as a survival reward, deeply reinforcing the subconscious habit loop of procrastination. While procrastinating provides a temporary sense of relief, the long-term psychological tax is heavy. The task you avoided does not simply disappear. It stays held in your working memory, running silently in the background. Like an unclosed application draining a smartphone battery. Cognitive psychologists refer to this as an increase in working memory load and subconscious stress. This constant mental weight triggers a steady release of cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, leading to chronic mental fatigue, brain fog, and a gradual erosion of self-esteem. Over time, you stop viewing procrastination as a behavior and start adopting it as a personal identity, telling yourself, "I am just a chronic procrastinator." This belief creates a self-fulfilling cycle, where the fear of failing grows larger with every delay, making the initial step even harder the next time around. You are never actually avoiding the physical work itself. You are avoiding the painful internal emotions you have linked to that work. Breaking this deeply ingrained cycle does not require heroic willpower or aggressive self-criticism. It requires changing how you process emotional friction. First, practice radical self-compassion. Studies show that forgiving yourself for past procrastination significantly reduces future delay, because self-forgiveness dissolves the shame and guilt that fuel the avoidant response in the first place. Second, utilize micro-stepping. Lower your activation energy. Break your task down until the entry point feels absurdly effortless, such as writing a single sentence, or reading one paragraph, or opening a blank document. This subtle shift bypasses the limbic system's threat detection entirely. Third, implement the implementation intention framework. Define precisely when, where, and how you will take action using an if-then trigger. For example, if it is 9 a.m. at my desk, then I will open the document and write for exactly 2 minutes. Once you cross that initial friction barrier, momentum naturally takes over, and focus becomes remarkably smooth. Ultimately, procrastination is simply your brain's misguided, clumsy attempt to protect you from uncomfortable feelings. By recognizing this pattern and learning to manage your emotional response rather than constantly fighting your calendar, you can regain clarity, build sustainable focus, and find genuine peace of mind. If these insights help you understand yourself, make sure to subscribe and follow for more calm, science-based self-development content.